Hello my YouTube friends, today is going to be part 5 of my series, and I'm going to be talking about something totally that may help you, may not help you, depending on what kind of situation you're in. I keep on talking about pain and the same thing over and over, and the reason is because there's so many things and so many ways to cope with that. There's so many ways to work with that. There's some bad choices you can make because of that, as far as in like drugs and stuff, and that can make really bad decisions for you. I don't do drugs, knock on wood. So I mean, it's really I'm really fortunate on that. But you know, I've been standing up more. I've been doing range of motion more with my aunt, and I've been feeling better. You know, you have a good days and bad days, obviously. And today is kind of like an in-between day. You know, you feel like shit, but yeah, you want to do something. And depending on what goes on tomorrow, I may not, you know, think about a video because depending on the weather. And, you know, it might snow here on Saturday, so I gotta compare myself for that. And I gotta get shit together, you know, get my snowcaster out and get that working, which is I already had that out, but I always make sure my dad has freaking chains on his tractor, so you don't do stupid shit. And yeah, it's just gonna be a little hectic right now with the pain level today. It can go from a 5 to a 10 depending on how I look at it. And reality is this: you don't see me turning to a doctor and asking for pain pills, and sometimes I want to, and sometimes I take, but I really try not to, because that just confuses the brain. And in the series, in the video that I talked about yesterday, or the other day, the other day, I was talking about the brain and how you get the signals and stuff. Well, when you store your information, it goes into your frontal lobe, which is right here. Your information sends a signal to your brain, and then you think to yourself, oh, that's how I do that. In my case, it might take me a few minutes longer to figure something out. For you, it might take you 5 minutes, where it might take me 15 to 20 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on what it is. Now, from like, my mom always asks me, can you burn a CD? Can you burn some music on the YouTube for me? You know, I say yes, and then she gives me my mom, but it takes me about an hour to do 30 songs or 25 songs. And sometimes it just takes forever for me. And that's part of a disability that not using enough for an excuse, it's the truth. Like, for example, you can get up and walk. Okay? I'm sorry about that. I can get up and walk. I can't get up and walk. So it would take you a lot more time. It would take less time for you to do something than it would for me. For example, when I wake up in the morning, I have to wait for the nurse to come in. I gotta wait for her to take her jacket off and then get to work. With you, you can get up, put your clothes on, drink your coffee, whatever you do, and your day is started. So, even then I depend on people on certain things, sometimes it just gets annoying. But I learned how to cope with it. I learned how to make it work. You know, I'm trying to encourage all you guys to understand, even though you have a disability, doesn't mean you have the right to give up on yourself. I mean, sometimes I want to give up on myself every fucking day. But you know, I don't do that because I got a family beside me. and I have great friends, and I have a fantastic friend. So, and you know who you are if you watch this video, and that's okay if you don't. But the reality is this: you take your information from your frontal lobe, and you take it and you run with it. You make those choices. You make those choices. I don't make them for you. The government doesn't make them for you. You make them for yourself. So if you want to say, I'm hungry, so you gotta tell yourself, okay, I gotta get up. I have to walk into the kitchen. I have to get that sandwich ready to eat. That's if you have a disability. If you don't have a disability, it just happens to you. It just automatically, it just snaps in your head just like that. But for me, and maybe you, I had to talk myself to every step what to do, how to cope, and how to make that sandwich. For example, let me show you something real quick. Alright, this straw, alright? The straw took me about a minute to get out. Okay? Now the reason why I'm saying this is because it is. I got myself the soda. Well, I'll show you that too. I got myself the soda, right? And if I can get it to pop up on the screen. Hold on, let me pop that up there. Let's see. There you go. Okay. But it's not, I can't get it to pop up on the screen without making a mess. But the point is this. I went into the refrigerator. I told myself, okay, I'm going to go into the freezer. I'm going to go into the refrigerator. I'm going to open the refrigerator door. I'm going to open the other door that the soda's in. I'm going to take the one soda can out. I'm going to put it in the cup holder. I'm going to take a screwdriver, pull it open so I can drink the soda. I put the straw in the cup holder. I put the straw in the soda. And then I start drinking it. And that's how you gain your confidence. By doing stuff like that. By taking one step at a time, one round at a time, and you don't give up on yourself. That is the key, guys. That is the key of what to do if you want to give up on yourself. Find something that makes you happy. Find someone that makes you happy. And say, listen, I really could use your help. I really could use your advice. Alright? When you say those words, if they're truly friends with you, they will sit down with you and they will talk with you. But if you're not with someone at the moment, this is what you do. You sit down. You take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. You take every step. What did I do wrong? How can I make myself better? How can I make myself feel better? And at that moment, you may not feel anything. You may not come up with anything. You might say, heck with it. And that's when you watch this video here. And I see what the things I'm saying to you is, I'm trying to put positive thoughts in your frontal lobe. So you can come and you can say to yourself, okay, he said, I gotta try. And as you notice, I didn't say you have to. I said you can try. You can take these ideas and run with them or throw them in the trash. It's up to you what you want to do. Hold on a second. It's not my job to boss you around. It's not my job to tell you what to do. I'm here to benefit you, here to take care of you. Not take care of you, but Just be there for you as a friend. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make sure that you're happy and you get what you want in your life. You know how many times I said to myself, I want that side by side in the worst way, and I don't give a damn. But obviously, as you can tell, I don't have it here right now. Because I played my cards right. I waited for the right time. I'm waiting for the right time for it to come. Excuse me. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be patient with each other. And when the day comes that you have that person or that thing in your life that's making your life so much easier, it's going to make your life even better. Okay? And that the name of this title is going to be How to Cope, How to Work with hard times, going through hard times. How to cope and how to work with hard times. With cerebral palsy. Alright, cerebral palsy is a thing that screws up your brain, yes. And it makes you have a hard life, if you're asking for me. But I learned how to cope. I learned how to work. I learned how to understand it. You don't see me put my nose in the corner and say, I give up on myself. Because it's not gonna happen here. It's not gonna happen here. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is who it is. It is what it is. It is who it is. It is what it is. You know, that's why I repeated that. Because you can control the outcome. You know, one step at a time, one round at a time. One step at a time, one round at a time. Don't rush it. Just take one round at a time, one punch at a time. And one day, you'll break through and see the light at the end of the tunnel, my friends. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. If you want me to do more, hit that like button down in the bottom. And I will be glad to appreciate it if you did that. So thank you for watching.